Hello, everybody. Welcome to Townsend 909, or welcome back if you're a lovely viewer. Uh, again, I'm going to be doing what I did last time. I'm going to be recording my next five top 100 albums. One day I did 100 to 96, and I'm doing 95 to 91. Just to clarify that. I forgot to do it the last couple of videos. I'm going to do it now. This series was, I was inspired to do it from the channel Jason the Old Millennial. I watched his top 100 videos, and that inspired me to do mine. Made my list and everything, as you can see. So, like I said, if I can remember, just give a shout out to Jason the Old Millennial for giving me this idea. I always like to give a shout out to people who give me great ideas. Yeah, shout outs over now. Muswell Hillbillies by the Kinks. This is their 1971 album. This was their first album in the RCA record label. I believe it was either this one or Percy. I forgot which one. But this was like sort of the beginning of the RCA era, as some people call it. Pretty cool. Yeah, I like to call it the RCA era too. Their music in this period, this specific album and the next album, kind of, sort of more stripped back. Of course, this is just to let everyone know this is the highest. I mean, this is the last time you're gonna be seeing a Kinks album for a while. You're gonna see more. You're gonna see 5 more Kinks albums after this one, but that's gonna be more towards the middle to the end of the list. But yeah, this is like they had like this period of albums from 66 to 1970 of just great album after great album. I mean, this album's great too. It's in my top 100. But I don't know, the production, their production and the way that they're doing things, they're just starting to evolve more and more as time goes on, really. It just their sound like starts to evolve into like something more. And then come this album, they just sort of strip things back. Sounds more country, not country-ish, not really country, but they really take, like, Ray Davies really like dropped the amount of like production. Like if you listen to Lola versus Power Man, then you listen to this, like big drastic change in the style of music that they do. I'm not going to go too in depth on the music part of it because me and Jason, the Old Millennial, we will be reviewing this album on my channel at some point. But we will. This is 1971. But yeah, really good album. The backstory behind this album is that Ray Davies was heard about parts of his hometown being like destroyed, like parts of it that are being destroyed, and he was really mad about that. Like, by the way, just to let everyone know, the name of the album, Muswell Hillbillies. Muswell is a place in England. That's where the name comes from. Is that they're from? Is that from Muswell? Is that and they're destroying parts of Muswell that like historical places, really. And he gets really upset about that, and he like writes songs about like just the life in general in Muswell. And lo and behold, they make this album, and what a great album! Really, this is kind of a concept album, not as concepty as like Tommy or even Sergeant Pepper's, but this sort of has like I don't know, it's like sort of on the lower end of the concept albums. Um, I will point out some notable songs. 20th Century Man is a fantastic song, great opener. Holiday's pretty cool. Skin and Bone, I like. Alcohol, like. Have a Cup of Tea, very British. I mean, the Kinks are known for being Britishy, but yeah, this is they have two songs specifically about tea. Have a Cup of Tea and Afternoon Tea. Just, they love their tea. If you haven't noticed already. Um, I love the title track "Muswell Hillbilly." That's a great song. But this is like sort of an end of, well, Lolo was the end of like their peak music, but this is really the end of their like Ray's like really like it like introspective lyrics, like just like his lyrics on life and his lyrics about, yeah, just life in general, and like about like just things like I say like a lot. Something else by the Kinks kind of is sort of like a Britishy like and like sort of like just thoughts and all that. Village Green is more of like uh, a looking back album, a nostalgic album. Like, hey, this is how life was back in Muswell. This is sort of like another Village Green, but I don't think it's nearly as good. Uh, Arthur is about like World War II, really, and the effects of it on Great Britain. Lola versus Power Man is about the music industry. Percy is just the soundtrack, so it doesn't have any theme to it. This is like sort of an end of era of sort of concept albums that are like unique to the Kinks, more unique to Ray Davies, really. Uh, After this album, he starts to go on more of a theatrical take on concept albums, sort of like how Pete Townsend was with Tommy and Quadrophenia. Um, I'll give my opinions on those albums. Preservation Act 1 and 2, Soap Opera, Schoolboys in Distress. None of those albums are in my top 100. Um, I'll give my more in-depth thoughts on that when me and Jason review those albums, because I have good things to say about it, but I liked them more when they were when Ray Davies was writing more about life and not just about theatrics and trying to do what Townsend was doing and telling a story. It was nice when Ray was doing what he was doing and Townsend was doing what he was doing. I don't like when one artist tries to be like another. It just ends up making you look pathetic in the end. But it's still really good album. Um, like I said, this is for a Kinks album pretty low on the list, but you're gonna see a lot more. Well, you're gonna see 5 more Kinks albums higher on the list. Um, this and Percy were sort of last minute additions to the albums. I listened to this album again and just I was filled with sort of the magic of the albums before, like with the. I just really like these albums, and this album in general, despite it being number 94 on my list, it's still a really good album. There are still really good songs on it, and it still has that Ray Davies charm to it, even though it doesn't have the sound of it of their best 5 albums, but it still has that charm to it. That's what I love about these albums. It has like a charm to it that not many other not many other bands could do. Not even the Who, really. Besides the Who's Cell, I don't think any of the Who's albums have any charm to it like these like the 5 best Kinks albums do. It's just weird, hard to describe, really. But uh, really good album though. Uh, that's like I said, I want to go more in depth on these, but again, me and Jason will be reviewing this album, so I'm gonna leave my more in-depth thoughts on this album when we do review that album. Thank you guys for watching. I see you have a viewer watching my video. Thank you for watching it, and I'll see you in the next video.